Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show with your host Ram, this on a Sunday. Well, as far as today's Cricket Happening Show is concerned, well, it's the second one-day international match between Pakistan and New Zealand, which happened at the Sharjah cricket ground. And well, the news here, as the match got over here in Sharjah, is that New Zealand have lost the second one-day international match to Pakistan, because Pakistan racked up the highest total at the Sharjah cricket ground. They went on to score 364 for 7, batting first, and then rolled out the New Zealanders for 217 to win the match by a huge margin of 147 runs, and this enabled them to actually level the series at 1-1 here at the Sharjah cricket ground. Now, as far as this particular match was concerned, it was Pakistan who actually won the toss. Well, they didn't have the services of Misbah-ul-Haq, unfortunately, due to an injury, and we saw the batting of Ahmed Shehzad. Ahmed Shehzad went on to score a brilliant century. In fact, the last time after getting hit on the jaw by Corey Anderson, before that he was in some prolific form, and that form has come back once again, as he cracked 113 runs of 120 dealt with 12 fours and 2 sixes. Mohammad Hafiz and Ahmed Shehzad, the openers, got the Pakistani innings to a real good start here by adding 63 in 7.5 overs. So they were going almost at a rate of 9 runs per over, and then Anderson was the man who actually picked up the wicket of Mohammad Hafiz, as he was caught behind for 33 of 26 balls with 5 fours and 1 6. After that, Hafiz was really the one who was in cracking form. He was really timing the ball well. He was playing the pull shot to perfection, and he was looking pretty good as far as his batting was concerned. Yunus Khan came in. Yunus Khan, well, he did his bit of scoring 35 of 39, dealt with 4 fours and 1 6 before Nathan McCullum actually took his wicket, and that made the score. But that was a partnership which yielded almost 70 runs, and the bulk of the scoring was done by Ahmed Shehzad there with Yunus Khan. In fact, it was an equal amount of scoring by both the batsmen. Yunus Khan was out for 35. Asad Shafiq made 23 runs of 40 balls with 1 4, and Asad Shafiq lost his stumps to the pace bowling of Matt Henry. Today it was a bit of a surprise that Adam Min, the fastest bowler in this New Zealand camp, who was hitting the 140 and 150 with customary regularity in the previous matches, was not being considered. Probably it's a matter of rotation policy for New Zealand, considering the World Cup coming. So that made the score. When Yunus Khan departed, it was 133 for 2, and after that Asad Shafiq and Ahmed Shehzad combined, but Ahmed Shehzad was really severe on anything short. He used to rock back and pull, and also the other good thing about it was he was sometimes also pulling off the front foot, which was really good to see. And Ahmed Shehzad was looking pretty tough for the New Zealand bowlers there, but he contributed in his own way. And when the score reached 210 in the 38th over, that was the time New Zealand probably had a sort of a handle on this particular game, as they took 2 quick wickets for the same score. First, Ahmed Shehzad was dismissed after making 113 of 120 deliveries with 12 fours and 2 sixes, and Asad Shafiq was out for 23. So that made it 210 for 4, and that was the time the captain in the absence of Misbah-ul-Haq, Shahid Afridi, promoted himself in the batting order, and he probably wanted to take advantage of the power play, as he said in the post-match interview, and that's what he precisely did. He came there, and Shahid Afridi showed some brilliant fireworks there, showing glimpses of old by knocking 55 of just 26 deliveries with 6 fours and 3 sixes. The ball pinging the ropes, the ball going over the ropes, 6 fours and 3 sixes. And he contributed an electrifying 55 of 26 deliveries. Haris Sohail was there, and Haris Sohail, what one saw from Haris Sohail, we have seen that Haris Sohail has been a part of a sort of a guy who really likes to work the ball, stay there, and then open up. But today we saw a different Haris Sohail, who really opened up his shoulders and cracked 39, and what a partnership that was. From 210 for 4, it was Shahid Afridi who, realizing that Pakistan in a good situation, promoted himself in the batting order, and along with Haris Sohail, raised 89 runs for the fifth wicket in pretty quick time. If you look at it, it has come in probably they have added this a very valuable 89 runs thanks to Shahid Afridi in probably 7 odd overs, and they really crackled. In fact, 7 overs to score at the rate of what? Score at the rate of knots, one could say, because it was it's an 89 run partnership. Believe me, it was really cracking stuff coming in from Shahid Afridi. 55, and then Umar Akmal, who was there in the match today, he was run out for naught, and then finally the last over was bowled by Corey Anderson. Corey Anderson today was absolutely, I would say, carved for runs, as his bowling figures would suggest. 10 overs, no maiden, 1 for 96, as the last over that was bowled at Sarfraz Ahmed and Sohail Tanvir, who were at the crease. They really raked almost, they hit 22 runs for the final over, with Sarfraz Ahmed moving on to an unbeaten 30 of 14 deliveries, 4 fours and 1 6. Sohail Tanvir also hitting the 6 of the very first ball of the final over of Anderson, not out on 17 of just 9 deliveries, 2 sixes, and Pakistan going on to the highest total ever made at the Sharjah cricket ground of 364 for 7 of their 50 overs. The bowling, Matt Henry, each and every bowler had to really suffer at the hands of the Pakistani batsmen. Matt Henry, 9 overs, was taken for 69 runs with 3 wickets to show to his name. Mitchell McLennan, 10 overs, 69 runs and 1 wicket. Corey Anderson was the costliest, 10 overs for 96 runs and 1 wicket. Neesham, 10 overs, none for 70. Brendan McCullum, 10 overs, no maiden, 149. And Anton Davis, 1 over for 6 runs. As far as the New Zealand reply was concerned, it was always something which was going to be very tough, especially considering that this was the highest score ever scored by a team at the Sharjah cricket ground of 364. New Zealand had a big task to really accomplish here. They started off with Martin captain Dave Sech, but Mohammad Irfan was the one who went on to knock both the openers out. First he picked up the wicket of Anton Davis, who tried to actually pull a delivery, got it inside at Sarfraz Ahmed behind the stump, snapped the catch. He was gone of Mohammad Irfan for a duck. And after that, Martin Guptill, who made it to the team today, was also a victim, as was caught by Shahid Afridi of the bowling of Mohammad Irfan for 12 of 19, dealt with 1-4, which made the score 21 for 2 in the 6th over. Kane Williamson, the captain, was joined in by Ross Taylor. Both of them tried to stem the tide by adding 45 runs, but as they added the 45 runs, suddenly the spinners were into the action, and Haris Sohail, the left-arm spinner, who has already impressed not only with his batting, but today really showed his bowling skills too, as he first picked up the wicket of Kane Williamson, who was caught and bowled by Haris Sohail for 46 of 52 balls with 6 fours, and then it was Tom Latham who came in, but again, as I said, the task was becoming pretty impossible, as the spinners were really taking the wickets. Shahid Afridi went on to clean bowl Ross Taylor, who was looking pretty powerful with his stroke making, 31 of 25 balls with 1 4 and 3 sixes. He slammed a lot of sixes of the bowling of Afridi. He was gone for 31. Latham making 34 of 48 balls with 3 fours. Ahmed Shehzad actually picking up his maiden one-day international wicket there. He was gone for 34. In fact, Shahid Afridi had the luxury of actually bowling Ahmed Shehzad today, who took the wicket, got his first one-day international wicket, and that also gave him the man of the match after his brilliant century. And then Corey Anderson was the man. Corey Anderson and Ronchi, hope was there. Probably they could, when Corey Anderson and Ronchi were at the crease, the score was 139 for 4. But Corey Anderson was consumed by Wahab Riaz for 19 of 16 balls with 3 fours. And when Luke Ronchi fell, after really doing, not damage I would say, but definitely trying to give it to the Pakistani bowlers, after making 41 of 40 dealt with 6 fours, was bowled by Shahid Afridi. After that, it was all over for the New Zealanders, as Haris Sohail went on to pick up James Neesham's wicket for 2, and Nathan McCullum was out for 15 of 10 balls with 1 6. Matt Henry was castled by Shahid Afridi, and the match came to an end. As I said, New Zealand found the going pretty tough here, especially being challenged with the highest score ever scored at the Sharjah cricket ground. There was always going to be a big challenge for New Zealand, and they succumbed. They really couldn't get a grip there, as first they lost their 2 wickets pretty early in the piece, and then the spinners really started ruling the roost by putting up brakes on the New Zealand batting, and then Wahab Riaz chipped in with some wickets, and finally the end was near for New Zealand. And it was a very big victory, 147 runs. But what it has done is that, in fact, I probably said 1-1. I'm sorry. Today was the third one-day international, and Pakistan have actually taken a lead. It was already 1-1, so Pakistan have actually, my apologies, Pakistan have actually taken a 2-1 lead in this one-day series, this 5-match series. So with 2 to go. Well, the next one-day international is going to be played at Abu Dhabi. Let's have a look at the bowling. Tanveer 5 overs, no maiden, none for 20. Mohammad Irfan, who took the wicket, 6 overs, no maiden, 226 for him. Wahab Riaz, 8 overs, 1 for 62, got taken for a lot of runs today. Shahid Afridi, 9.2 overs, no maiden, 3 for 37. Haris Sohail impressed and showed what a good left-arm bowler he is. 7 overs, no maiden, 345 for him. And Ahmed Shehzad picking up his maiden one-day international wicket. 3 overs, no maiden, 1 for 22. Pakistan leading the 5-match series 2-1. Ahmed Shehzad was the man of the match. Well, dear friends and subscribers, there's nothing else to really talk today. In fact, I'm also strapped for time. I need to leave. Well, it was a short YouTube broadcast today. I hope you all liked it. Well, I'll be back with the cricket happenings tomorrow. That is on a Monday. Until then, I think it's time to say goodbye, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you.